Hi, Adam Houston here with the 1 o'clock update for the 25th of April, and I'm coming to you from the MarketClub studios. What's happening right now? Well, silver made a new high for the move this morning before reversing on heavy profit taking. You're not seeing this reversal in the SLV because it's an ETF, and the ETF tracks the silver market, which is traded 24 hours a day. So watch this on MarketClub. You'll see this, what I'm talking about a little later on in this broadcast. Gold, same thing. Trades at new highs, reverses, profit taking. Lots of profit taking today in these markets. Crude oil trades over $113 a barrel. Again, the same story, reversing. The dollar index, flat, not making new lows, but just flat, and that's interesting to watch. We've been talking about that last week, and we'll talk about it again today. The Thomson Reuters Jefferies CRB index, new highs, again, reversing. And the S&P 500 reverses from a resistance. We've been talking about this resistance level for a long time now. So let's take a look at the market and see what's going on. So here we are at my portfolio manager. We're doing this live. You can see the markets are updating as we speak. And let's look at silver. That's the important market. That's been the big headline news story today. When I woke up this morning, everybody's talking about silver, silver, silver. Look where it's been to, 49.68. 45.62 and 47.28, a really wild, volatile section. It was up almost 5% early today. Now it's down 1.23%. The reading's still plus 100. The trend is still up, but let's take a look at the chart and see what we're going. We're going to go to a candlestick chart, and you can see the action quite clearly. Look at this action here. This is amazing on the daily chart. This is not necessarily a bullish sign. Huge rotation, and what we're trading here is not just silver. We're trading money. That's what we're trading right now, money, and that's what people want to see. Let's put some things on our charts we'd like to look at, and that's our Donchian channels. And as you can see, and also we'll do our parabolics. And let's just take this off, and let's go to a 1 month chart. You can see we clearly went way out of the Donchian channels today, and you're seeing some really strong action, reversal type action. So where we close today, if we close down at these levels or lower, I would say the chances are we probably put a top in the silver market, at least for now. So let's go back to our portfolio manager. Let's look at gold really quickly because we have a lot to cover today. And gold is pretty much the same way we're looking at this market is coming up right now. And here's the gold. Again, this is a reversal. This is a if we close here, this is a negative engulfing line on the previous day. So out of the Donchian channel, I would say the chances are we put a top in for gold. We've been talking about the 1500 level as a target zone forever. We've hit that target when we suggested taking some profits on that, partial profits. Stay long. Tomorrow could be a very interesting day. We could possibly even get a trade triangle exit signal tomorrow, so let's stay tuned to that show very closely. Tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. we'll have an update. And let's look at the 500, S&P 500. This is a 65, and the interesting thing is here, look where this market reversed from. Again, it reversed from these levels right here. I'll scope this out a little further. And you can see we've been talking about these levels of resistance in this market, and you can see quite clearly that we continue to get resistance around this range right here. And that's today. We had the reversal. Again, if we close down towards the lows of the day, it's going to signify that this was just a retest of the highs, and we're probably going to see this market dwindle down. Our trade triangles basically are 65. And we're looking for these markets to be somewhat on the defensive, perhaps for the rest of the week. Now, I will not be here for the rest of the week, but I will be traveling, and here we are. We've got our trade triangles at 65, indicating a trading range. And you want to use your oscillators and your Donchian trade channels to trade this market. So let's see how this market proves to be in the next couple of days, because it's going to be very, very interesting. And again, it's in this zone towards the high end of the resistance. If it goes through here, that's a different story. And of course, everything is going to rely on what happens, what Ben Bernanke says on Wednesday. That's going to be a real game changer there in my mind. So let's go back to our portfolio manager, which we can do very easily just right here. And let's look at crude oil, which we traded as high as $13.48 in the June contract, and it's currently trading at $12.05. So we've had a massive day in terms of movement already, and we're not over yet. The markets are still trading. We're doing this live. So let's take a look at this chart. And again, this is a you're up towards the upper end of the range. This is resistance, obviously, at 114, and we got to 113.50 approximately today. 113.48, 113.50, close enough. We're plus 90 in the trade triangles, which means the trend is still very clearly higher, but there is some caution in this market. Now, tomorrow could be a very interesting day. I recommend that you look at this 1 p.m. update tomorrow, because it could be seeing some reversals in this market. So big day today. So let's go back to our market. We're going to look at the CRB index, which is right here, which is plus 90. Now, again, all these markets were very enthusiastic starting out. We've been counseling against being cautious in these markets, and of course it's a good example of what we're talking about, because we had a move right up towards the highs right here. And let me just put something on the screen so you can see. We've been talking as a resistance area, which is right here. You can see it's on the channels, the trade channels, and we've just seen this market reverse. Now, if we close like this is a negative engulfing line, meaning we've probably put in a top, at least for the time being, because we still have a target zone of 395 for this inflation indicator. And we hope Ben Bernanke's watching this indicator, because this really is the true story of inflation here in the U.S. And really what it boils down to is everything's getting more expensive because of one item, and one item only, and that is debasing the U.S. dollar. So let's take a look at that market next. So clear everything off the screen. We'll go to the U.S. dollar index now. And here it is. We have it right here. And it is minus 100. Oh, let me just clear that off the screen. Sorry about that. And you can see, getting ahead of myself. So we're really, but look at the action. It's not bullish. It's not bearish. It's kind of a totally neutral. You've been seeing the market. Let's scope this in just even closer. So you can see, really, for the past several days, this market's just been going sideways, like here. You can see it's very clear. You had 1, 2, 3, 4 days. We're down a little bit today, nothing to speak of. Our target zone was 74. We've reached that. I think this market either has to just sort of go sideways for a while before resuming a downtrend. We may actually see a little bit of pop if you see a reversal or an unwinding of the spreads. People who have been long gold, silver, and oil, if they come out of those markets, they may be covering their short dollar positions, which may suggest a little bit of a pop. So I would be a little bit cautious on this. If you have profits, I suggest taking partial profits and using tight stops on this position. So let's see how things play out. It's 1 p.m., just a little after 1 p.m. on the 25th of April. Let's see what tomorrow brings. But this week could be one of the most interesting weeks in the market this year. So I urge you to watch our 1 o'clock show tomorrow, because I think we could see some big changes in these markets. So let's see how things work out. And I'm going to clear the screen and get back to my portfolio manager. If you're not using a MarketClub, you're really behind the curve, because we've got some really cool tools like our portfolio manager, which gives you a score instantly. You can just scan it, boom. You know that's a downtrend, minus 100. You know it's 65 is a trading range. And you know that 90 is still an uptrend, and all, of course, these are all plus, very strong markets still. And as you see, we're doing this live. You can see the prices as they change. We have real-time cash prices on gold and silver and Forex, and really you should take a look at this. It's very cool technology. I think you'll enjoy it. My name is Adam Hewison with a 1 p.m. update for MarketClub. I'll be here tomorrow, so please stay tuned. Thank you for taking the time to watch this update.